I joined the company in 2012, so it's been 13 years, and it's been really excited to see the company grow during that time period. My background has been in real estate, property management, and operations before Arixa Capital. And then I really kind of dived into the lending part of it, and I really enjoy this industry.
You guys were, starting off. How did you really scale and grow?
We started off originally buying loans and then servicing them. And then we started originating our own loans. And at that time, it was fix and flip. Then we moved into ground up construction loans. Then we started touching base and growing into multifamily space. And then from there, it was revolver, small subdivision loans. So we started from having, maybe 25 loans on the book. And that kind of grew to now it's 5 million assets under management was the year I started, was a record for us. And that was just the management. That wasn't loan volume. I think we were doing maybe 100,000 a year. Now we're up to 6 billion in loans originated to date.
Substantial growth.
Substantial. Just like yourselves, we started, there's 3 of us when I joined. We now have approximately, I think, 85 employees, but you guys have been with us the whole way.
So you guys were outsourcing before, correct?
Yes, when we started the servicing, we were using a third-party company, and we used them for a while. I think over time, the service wasn't. We tried to offer a premium service, and the service they were providing didn't kind of support our business model. So we brought the servicing in-house. At that time, we were looking at a lot of different softwares, and the mortgage office was one of them.
What are some of the must-haves when you were looking at bringing servicing in-house for a software solution?
Yeah, I feel like we did everything wrong before we got it right. So I think we would have started with the mortgage office. It would have been an easier path forward. But the reporting, I think the reporting that the mortgage office produces is really beneficial when it comes to the DRE and CFL. So I think that's a big one that you have to look at. Also, TMO, if you're an Excel geek like I am, everything exports to Excel. I think that's a really good function that we needed, that we didn't have in some of the prior softwares.
Are there any other things that sort of stood out?
The ability to do the construction draws was really important for us. We're a construction lender. The way the statements kind of lay out the draws and the way the interest is charged, it's just the little details that are very informative for the borrower. It saves us time to have to answer questions. The text message feature was really cool when you guys rolled that out as well. And also the fact that, so we built our LOS system out of Salesforce. And the fact that you guys can allow us to plug into their...
If someone's looking to grow their lending business and level up their tech stack, what advice would you give them?
Well, mortgage office would be a good start. I would say, I think we tried to do our own build out. And once we got in there, it was so complicated. And your work is never done. It's something that you are always going to be investing in. So I think really doing your research and investing the time to explore the different softwares and see which one's the best fit for your business model is the best way to go. Because we're not a tech company. We're a real estate company, a lending company. So we appreciate you guys doing that for us. You guys have good technicians. You guys have good account representatives that hear us and make changes and implement new things to the system as we request it, which I appreciate. So I think if you're going for the investor route, the origination route, the lending, servicing, no matter what type of lender you are, I think it has features and components. You guys call them, what the different programs?
The different modules?
Modules, thank you. Yeah. So the different modules, I think, there's something there for everybody. You guys keep growing and you keep changing, and we want to do that with you guys too. Big fans of your guys' team and your guys' service.
So you're one of the founders of the Women in the Private Lending Industry. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
There was a very low number of women in the industry that were attending conferences. And I think for us, it was, let's put them all together in a room. So one, we can see the number and how many people are there. I think 2, it was, how do we support each other? How do we kind of get to do business together and help each other grow? And I think the mission statement for us was very much that. We wanted to offer mentee mentorship programs for women of all levels in their career. And I think having that support and that community has really helped women kind of break into the industry. And we want to see women at the C-suite level and leadership roles and things beyond just some of the typical roles you see women and supporting.